Hi there. Hope you have a fantastic day today. This lesson, I will go through 2023 HSC paper with you. Of course, there is a PDF file versions on the description below for you to download so you can work with me. Otherwise, let's go straight into it. Question 23. To work out the perimeter of these shapes, so what we do, we add this length together. But then we need to minus this part out, okay? Perimeter is the length around the shapes. And then what we do, we add the arc length of PQ. So let's just work out the arc length of PQ first, okay? So the arc length of PQ, let me clear this first. So the arc length, just write LPQ we do. PQ is equal to, because of the arc length, we know that's the circumference of the circle, is 2 pi r. And we only need 110 degrees out of 360 degrees, okay? So times by 110 out of 360. And we know that the radius is 2.1 meters. So we just go 2 pi times 2.1, we times 110 over 360. So now I just put on a calculator. So just go 2 shift pi times 2.1 times 110 over 360. So there you go, 4.03 for now. Let me just store this in memory A because I'm going to use this later. So answer, shift, store A. So 4.03. 4.03 meters. So let's just work out the length of this first, because we work out the perimeter of the rectangle, we minus this PQ out, okay? So therefore PQ square, and I use cosine rule because C square is A square plus B square minus 2 lots of AB cos of the angle in between, which is C, okay? Keep that in mind. And we know that A and B are the same. They both are radius of a circle, which is 2.1. So A is 2.1 square plus B also 2.1 square minus 2 times A and B. So 2 times A, 2.1, B also 2.1. And cos of the angle in between, 110 degrees. So there you go. So let me just put on a calculator. So just go 2.1 square, we add 2.1 square, we minus 2 times 2.1 times 2.1 cos of 110 degrees. So there you go, 11.84 that would do. So that is PQ square. So 11.84, but then we need to square root of this. So if I square root of this, that will give me PQ will give me, so just go square root, answer 3.44. 3.44. Now to work out the perimeter, so we just go 2 lots of 8, and then we have 2 lots of 3.6, and we minus this bit out, okay? So let me repeat this, we minus this out. So that is perimeter is 8.0 times 2, and then we add 3.6, the width, so 3.6 times 2, and we minus PQ, the length of this, okay? This length here. This length here, okay? So that is 3.44. 3.44, and we add the arc length. The arc length is this arc length here. So that is 4.03. At 4.03. So that should give me 8.0 times 2 at 3.6. And we minus the length of PQ, so that minus answer. That was the last one I did. So that is 3.44. And we add the arc length of PQ, that is alpha I. So there you go, 23.79 and so on. So correct to 1 decimal place. So that means 23.8 meters. So there you go. Question 24. So first of all, we know that these degrees Celsius are 10 daily temperature, okay? And then we know that the 10 weekdays gas usage was this much, 1,840 megawatts. So keep that in mind. So we need to work out the X bar and Y bar. That is the sample mean of the X value. So this is the X value. So we just need to find the average of that, or the mean if you like, and the mean of the Y value. And the total, that is the Y value for 10 days, is this. So we can just work out the average of that. So let me just write this down. So to work out the X bar, that is the sample mean, X bar will give me, so we know that there are 10 of them all together. So we just add them up and we divide by 10. Okay. So just go 3, 0, add together, still give me 0. So I just go and start from 2 plus 5, and we plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 9, and we add 10. So there you go. So 50. So that including 30 degrees Celsius as well. So we just go 50 divided by 10. So 50 divided by 10. So that will give me 5. So that is the sample mean for X. And then we need to work out the sample mean for Y value. So that is Y bar. So that means we have 10 daily usage. Altogether will give me 1,840 megawatts. So that is for 10 days. So we work out daily, so average. So 1840, we divide this by 10. So that is equal to 184. So therefore, the coordinate for the average X and Y is 5, 184. And we need to plot this on the graph, including the y-intercept as well, okay? So let's have a look. So X is 5, Y is 184. So 5 is here, this is 5, and then Y is 184. And we know that 80, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 go up by 2. So 184 is 2, 4. So this point here. And the y-intercept, is, we know that when this temperature is 0 degrees Celsius, the daily gas usage is this. So in another word, 0, 236. So that means 236 is here. So we go up by 2, 246. So there you go. That is the 2 points that we need to plot on the graph. Yep, that's it. Now, part B. What is the equations of the regression line? So we know that y is mx plus b. And we know that b is the y-intercept. And we know that the y-intercept is here. It cut at 236. So 236, remember, is from here. That's where we get it from, okay? So 236, let me just write this down. And to find the gradient, so we have to look at the graph. Now the gradient is, so the best way to do is I just draw a graph and I just use rise over run. Or you can use 2-point formula, okay? y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So let me just do by just graphing it first, okay? Just join the 2 points together. We know that the gradient m is negative because it's gone this way. And now we just go rise over run, okay? So from here to here is the run. And the run is 5, from 0 to 5. So that is 5. And the vertical rise, so that is from this one here, 184. And the y value for this is 236. So just go 236 minus 184. So 52. So So let me just write down here. So m equal negative, which is 52 is the rise and the run is 5. Answer divided by 5. So there you go, negative 10.4. So that is the gradient. Now I just substitute into this, okay? So therefore, y is m, which is negative 10.4x, and we add b. B is 236. So there you go. Part C. So in the context of the data set, identify one problem with using the regression line to predict the gas usage when the average outside temperature is 23 degrees. So let me just work out what is the gas usage first, and then we can make a comment from there. Okay, see what it is. So y will give me negative 10.4 with times 23. And we add 236. That is equal to, so negative 10.4 times 23, we add 236. So negative 3.2. Negative 3.2. So therefore, when the gas usage is negative 3.2 megawatts. And we cannot have a negative gas usage, okay? So keep that in mind. So that's a problem. So there you go. Question 35. So we need to find the area of this triangle. So we know that the area of a non-triangle triangle is A is a half of AB and sine the angle in between. So sine C. What we can do, we need to find the length of this. So then we can use the angle in between. Okay. So let me just work out the length of AB first. To work this out, we use sine rule because two angles given. So we can use this 12 and 25 degrees, and we have to use this. Okay. Now to work out angle C, we simply just go 180 degrees minus 60 and minus 25. And we know that 180 minus 60 is 120, and minus 20 is 100, and then minus 5 is 95. So 95 degrees. Otherwise, just use calculator. 180 minus 60 minus 25. So the answer is 95. So now to work out AB. So AB over sine of the angle 95 is equal to 12 over sine of 25. And I times sine 95 on both sides. So this cancel out. This sine of 95 go up here. So therefore, AB is 12 sine of 95 over sine of 25. So there you go, 28.286 and so on. Let me just store this into memory A because I'm going to use this later. So 28.29 will do. So 28.29. And therefore, the area, let me just write on here. Okay, so area is a half times A, which is 12. B is 28.29. And sine of the angle in between, that is 60 degrees. So there you go. Doesn't matter which A or B, okay? 12 can be A or B, doesn't matter, okay? Keep that in mind because 2 times 3 is same as 3 times 2. So now just put on a calculator. So just go 1 over 2 and we times 12 and times 28.29. That was the last one I did. So it just times answer and we times sine of 60. That would do. So there you go, 146.98. But we need to round up to nearest square meters. So we just go 147. So which is equal to 147 square meters. So there you go. Question 36. So first of all, we know that Cameron weighs 75 kilograms. So let me just write this down. Okay. So M is 75. Okay. This M here is the weight. And the BAC, that is blood alcohol content, was 0 when he began drinking. So keep that in mind. And after consume 3 standard drinks, so the time is at 9 p.m. Okay, the blood alcohol content was this much. So this means that BAC is 0.02 when N, the number of standard drink, is 3. Now we need to work out the H, the hours. Okay, so keep that in mind. So to work this out, I just use this formula here. So BAC is 0.02 and the number of drink is 3. This means that 10 times 3. We minus 0.75 times the hour. So that is H, because we need to work out the value of H, over 6.8 times M. M is the weight, that is 75. So now what I do, let me just simplify this first. 0.02 equal 3 times 10, which is 30, minus 7.5 H over 6.8 times 75. So 510. And I times 510 on both sides. So times 510, I times 510. So that cancel out. So I just go answer times 0.02. 10.2. So 10.2 equals 30 minus 7.5 H. So now what I do, I move H on this side and then the 10.2 on this side. So the negative 7.5 H become positive. So 7.5 H is equal to 30 minus 10.2. So 7.5 H is, so 30 minus the answer. So 19.8. 19.8. So therefore H equal, so I divide by 7.5 on both sides. So that will give me, so I just go answer divided by 7.5. So there you go. 2.46 hours, but we just need to round up to nearest to minutes. We press the DMS button. So there you go. 2 hours and 38 minutes, because 24 seconds is less than 30 seconds. So 2 hours and 38 minutes. So at 9 p.m., so after the drink, his blood alcohol was 2.02. So that means the hour is 2 hours and 38 minutes. And we need to work out at what time he started drinking. So we have to go backward, okay? 9 p.m., we minus 2 hours and 38 minutes. So that will give me, so just go 9 minus the answer. Press the DMS button. So 6 hours and 22 minutes, because it's more than 30 seconds. So 6 hours and 22 minutes. So therefore, we need to write in time. So therefore, 6:22 p.m. So 6 p.m. So that is the time when he started drinking. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.